So runners circling around at the start then. Coming out onto the track. Beaubarine and Benzel at the head of affairs are going to take their turn and then head towards our starter here. Quite a long walk there. Wade Harper, Oscar Moore Darcy, Not a Bother Boy. We've got Chase and Charlie, I Am Colin, and also Derrintogher Bliss. Walking in. So heading towards the starter then. The 8 runners, 2 circuits in front of them. Beaubarine leading them in with Askimore Darcy. That's it, they're off and they are racing. Racing for the Ginger McCain Memorial Handicap Chase. Over 2 circuits, they'll jump 18 in total. Beaubarine and Benzel will lead at the first fence, and they took it together. And all over the first, one who was quite spectacular at the first was I Am Colin. Almost, Zach Baker was almost propelled out of the saddle momentarily, but it wasn't an area, it was just very exuberant as they head down towards fence number 2. So Beaubarine and Benzel, with out to the left, Askimore Darcy, as they jump their next fence. Askimore Darcy got a bit tight in and gets a reminder on landing there. Derrintogher Bliss is in a share of 3rd place with Not a Bother Boy. Then we have I Am Colin as they head towards the next. A big leap by the leader, Benzel there. Not a Bother Boy made a bit of a mistake. Jumping out to the right there as well was Chase and Charlie. So they're taking their first 3. That was the first of the open ditches, and they are all still standing. Benzel and Beaubarine dispute the lead then, with in 3rd place Askimore Darcy, woken up by that reminder down the side of the course. Then in 4th is Derrintogher Bliss and Tom Bellamy. Horse wears a noseband, the red with the dark brown sleeves. Not a Bother Boy is out wide of I Am Colin, the colours of Mrs. Caroline Beresford-Wiley, who won the opening race with Colin's brother. Then in behind these at the back as they jump fence number 4. Chase and Charlie continues to jump out to the right. And last of all is Wade Harper under Gavin Sheehan. So racing down the far side, and again Askimore Darcy running in snatches. Got the first time visor on today as they head down towards their next obstacle. And as they take it, the next fence, and once again they're all over. Wade Harper a little bit detached at the back of the field. Benzel has been pretty happy to lead and goes on from Beaubarine, the 2-time course and distance winner. Again Askimore Darcy getting almost a reminder on landing. He's just running quite lazily at the moment, with Derrintogher Bliss in a share now of 3rd place. Then in behind these we have I Am Colin, with in behind that Not a Bother Boy. And at the back of the field, still some way adrift, is Wade Harper, as Chase and Charlie was a bit better there and has moved up into about 4th or 5th place in a share of that position. So beginning their journey towards the home straight. Benzel on the outside of Beaubarine have been out there from the get-go, with running a little bit wider Chase and Charlie with Askimore Darcy. Derrintogher Bliss first start for 423 days. Then we have I Am Colin and Zach Baker. Zach looking for a double, as is Nigel Twiston-Davis. Then in behind that, Not a Bother Boy and Wade Harper as they begin to cluster up a little bit as they jump their next fence down the home straight. All over safely once again in the Ginger McCain Memorial Handicap Chase. Benzel getting a good sight at his fences today. With out to the right, Beaubarine. And in behind we have Derrintogher Bliss, with out to the left Chase and Charlie, getting a better sight now as they head towards what will be their final fence in a circuit's time. Chase and Charlie was pretty good there. Not a Bother Boy is in 5th place, with I Am Colin on the far side. Reminders again for Askimore Darcy. It's hard work for Will Kennedy. At the back of the field is Wade Harper as they come past us with a circuit to race. And there's no more than 6 or 7 lengths separating the 8 runners now. So Benzel has a fractional lead to Beaubarine, who has the rail for company. Then we have Derrintogher Bliss with Chase and Charlie in a more prominent position. Not a Bother Boy is in behind that. Askimore Darcy still being pushed along. I Am Colin and Zach Baker in behind as they jump their next fence. and Wade Harper touches down in last place, but they are all still standing, although Darcy continues to be ridden along. Heading then down towards another plain fence down the side. Benzel still just about in front. Beaubarine is right there as well. These two going on from Derrintogher Bliss. And then out to the left, we have Chase N Charlie. Derrintogher Bliss didn't get that high there. Then we have I Am Colin, ridden along Not a Bother Boy, Darcy. And then we have Wade Harper, racing towards another open ditch. Benzel and Killian Moore, still just about the leader. Got a big leap again, almost took off a little bit too early, but jumped it pretty well. Beaubarine is there, travelling nicely in behind is Derrintogher Bliss. Chase N Charlie is out wide with Not a Bother Boy and I Am Colin. Then we have Wade Harper, and now Darcy is the one who's beginning to lose a little bit of touch at the back of the field. So making their journey down the far side. They've still got 6 fences left to jump. So leading is Benzel. Benzel going on from Beaubarine. Chase N Charlie. Derrintogher Bliss is next. Then comes Not a Bother Boy. I Am Colin. Wade Harper beginning to improve a little bit. And then a bit of a gap back to Darcy as they jump their next fence down the far side. Again, the front two are pretty good. And it's Benzel upsides Beaubarine. Then we have Chase N Charlie running a little bit wider. Not a Bother Boy is back travelling quite well. Still there, Derrintogher Bliss. Then Wade Harper and I Am Colin, who are both still travelling all right in behind them. Continuing, but some way behind is Darcy. Leader just jumped slightly out to the right, but jumped it well enough, Benzel. Still leading. Chase N Charlie, though, is beginning to make a move. Derrintogher Bliss is in no rush at all under Tom Bellamy, travelling well. Beaubarine makes a slight mistake and is under pressure. Then we have Not a Bother Boy, who's in behind that. As a reminder to Wade Harper as he begins to lose touch. Darcy is continuing, but a long way behind them. Heading towards the final fence down the far side then. And still Benzel has the lead. Chase N Charlie is there. Derrintogher Bliss is towards the inside. We've also Not a Bother Boy. Then comes I Am Colin. Beaubarine is struggling now. So is Wade Harper. And Beaubarine is beginning to really languish in behind these front 5 as they begin the journey towards the home straight. They've got 2 left to jump. Darcy, it looks like he may well have called it a day at the back of the field. He's a long way behind. So out in front now, we have Chase N Charlie, but Derrintogher Bliss is travelling strongly there. Also, I Am Colin is coming to the race, full of running. Then we have Not a Bother Boy, and behind that, Beaubarine trying to plug away. As quickly Benzel drops away. So they jump 2 out, and a mistake, and down there is Chase N Charlie when looking held by this leader, who's I Am Colin, who's moved into the lead now. From Derrintogher Bliss, who's not picking up for pressure at the moment. Then comes Not a Bother Boy, a gap back to Beaubarine. Well, I Am Colin, who has ridden patiently throughout the contest, is now into the lead. Comes to the last, got low, but is over safely, about 5-6 lengths in front of Derrintogher Bliss. Then comes Not a Bother Boy in 3rd place. Beaubarine's over in 4th. In front, I Am Colin. Derrintogher Bliss is trying to rally on the far side, but he's got 3 lengths to find on this leader, who's getting a bit leg weary, but it's going to be a double for Twiston Davis, Zach Baker and Caroline Beresford-Wiley. A win for I Am Colin, who wins the Ginger McKay Memorial Handicap Chase. Second, Derrintogher Bliss. Then came Not a Bother Boy. Beaubarine back in 4th place. Then we had Benzel, and they might only be the 5 to finish here.
First, number 6, I Am Colin. Second, number 1. Third, number 8. And the 4th placed horse, number 5. The full result to our third and the feature race of this afternoon's card, the Ginger McKay Memorial Handicap Steeplechase. First, number 6, I Am Colin. Second, number 1, Derrintogher Bliss. Third, number 8, Not a Bother Boy. And the 4th placed horse, number 5, Beaubarine.
In front now, we have Chase N Charlie, but Derrintogher Bliss is travelling strongly there. Also, I Am Colin is coming to the race, full of running. Then we have Not a Bother Boy, and behind that, Beaubarine trying to plug away. As quickly Benzel drops away. So they jump 2 out, and a mistake, and down there is Chase N Charlie when looking held by this leader, who's I Am Colin, who's moved into the lead now. From Derrintogher Bliss, who's not picking up for pressure at the moment. Then comes Not a Bother Boy, a gap back to Beaubarine. Well, I Am Colin, who has ridden patiently throughout the contest, is now into the lead. Comes to the last, got low, but is over safely, about 5-6 lengths in front of Derrintogher Bliss. Then comes Not a Bother Boy in 3rd place. Beaubarine's over in 4th. In front, I Am Colin. Derrintogher Bliss is trying to rally on the far side, but he's got 3 lengths to find on this leader, who's getting a bit leg weary, but it's going to be a double for Twiston Davis, Zach Baker and Caroline Beresford-Wiley. A win for I Am Colin, who wins the Ginger McKay Memorial Handicap Chase. Into the race, full of running. Then we have Not a Bother Boy, and behind that, Beaubarine trying to plug away. As quickly Benzel drops away. So they jump 2 out, and a mistake, and down there is Chase N Charlie when looking held by this leader, who's I Am Colin, who's moved into the lead now from Derrintogher Bliss, who's not picking up for pressure at the moment. Then comes Not a Bother Boy, a gap back to Bo Barine. Well, I Am Colin, who has ridden patiently throughout the contest, is now into the lead. Comes to the last, got low, but is over safely, about 5-6 lengths in front of Derrintogher Bliss. Then comes Not a Bother Boy in third place. Bo Barine's over in fourth. In front, I Am Colin. Derrintogher Bliss is trying to rally on the far side, but he's got 3 lengths to find on this leader, who's getting a bit leg weary, but it's going to be a double for Twiston Davis, Zach Baker and Caroline Beresford-Wiley. A win for I Am Colin, who wins